had a really interesting conversation. Woo! Love a walk and talk until I fall over. With a guy last week who is somebody who talks about self-mastery. And I asked him, when it comes to self-mastery, what is the biggest obstacle in the way of people being able to really get a handle on that? And the thing that he said to me was self-awareness. If you are not self-aware, you can't actually master yourself. Because if you don't have an understanding of your own feelings, your own emotions, your own behaviors, if you aren't able to observe what's happening in your internal landscape and to manage it, you are unable to really master yourself. And I think it's one of the things that's just so fascinating to me is how do we become more self-aware? And really that starts with being able to name your feelings. That's a really big one. I think it's one that people really struggle with. Self-awareness is being able to understand your triggers and to know what really irritates you and to be able to understand how that might make you behave and to adjust your behavior accordingly before you allow it really to take over. And I think it's just such an important skill to master, and it's a skill so many people don't have. You will no doubt be able to relate to interacting with people who are horribly reactive, to people who have no control over their temper, people who just snap, people who are stressed and aren't able to regulate or manage it and just allow that stress to spill out everywhere. So the first step really, I think, to being able to master yourself, when you can master yourself, you can really master what's happening in your life. You can start to take back the reins of your life, is to really learn to observe what's happening in here and in here. There is a model that talks about the fact we have circumstances. The circumstances are what they are. We have thoughts about the circumstances. The thoughts we have about those circumstances elicit our feelings and emotions, and those feelings and emotions determine our behavior. So self-awareness really starts with observing your thoughts and seeing how they affect the way you feel. And when you can master those two, you can master and improve your own behavior.